Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here.
Today I had a special request from Fama for earrings made with the artistic wire coiling gizmo. We are going to need the coiling gizmo. It comes with various sizes of handles. I'm using 22 gauge wire. This is the by the dozen artistic wire available on their website or on Amazon. We are using the second to smallest size handle for the coiling gizmo. We're going to attach the wire to the end and hold it with our finger and wind the handle around to make our coil. Bring it closer to the stand so it won't wobble so much, and just hold it with your finger and let the wire coil around. We used about 12 inches of wire to make just over 1 inch of coil. So now we are going to unwind the wire from the handle, remove it, and we are going to clip the ends flush. These are the Xuron flush cutters. I will link up all my materials in the description below the video. So now we see we have just over 1 inch of coil, and we're going to cut 5 to 6 inches of 20 gauge artistic wire. You could also use 18 gauge. I'm going to make a small circle with any round form. You can use a pen if you like. And then we are going to add the coil once the circle's already formed. And we're just going to slide it around in place. So then we need to hold it securely and twist the end so there's no gaps in the coil. Then we'll cut the end with our flush cutters, pinch in that little pokey end, and cut the other end to 3/8 to 1/2 inch. With the round pliers, we're going to pull it back and around to make a closed loop. And then we want to pinch it shut so there's no little scratchy ends, and add some earring hooks. So for the next one, we are going to work right off the spool. These are the small spools that are in the by the dozen collection of artistic wire. Twist the end around the handle to secure it in place. Now we'll slide the handle into the stand, and then we're going to do our twisting. So this time I'm just twisting it towards me. Just do it in the way that you're comfortable, and just guide it with your finger, twist it around, and I made about 4 inches of coil. Much easier to work off the spool so we don't have to predict how much wire we need. So there we have our coil, and we will clip it off the handle. So now I'm taking 6 inches of 20 to 18 gauge wire. I'm going to do a tiny loop at the end, pinch it in with the tweezer nose pliers, and we are going to feed on our 4-inch coil. So just put it right on there, and then clip the ends to about 3/8 to 1/2 inch, and we'll form a larger loop on that end with our beadle-on bail making pliers. So we have a closed loop there, pinch it closed, smooth it out, and now we're going to take a ring cone to make our spiral. This is one of my preferred ways to make spirals on a cone. Hold it in place with your thumb and bring the end up towards the top of the cone. Give it a good little pinch. So there's our starting point for the spiral. And from there, we can take our tweezer nose pliers and bring the end in. You can also use your round pliers, just curve it in to close that little loop in the center. Keep adjusting it. Try to get it as even as you can. You can do a lot of the pushing around the wire with your fingers too. And now we're going to collapse that spiral to make it flat. So just working with your fingers, bring it around. Try to make it even. Just go slowly with it, take your time, and bring it around to finish that spiral. So we can make any little adjustments that we need to make it even. Just push those wires in and then take a round plier just to pull that loop a little more up because we're going to add earring hooks on there. Give it a little pinch with the flat pliers. And there we have our spiral coil earrings. So now we are taking some gold wire. This one can be 22 as well. You could also use 20 if you prefer. And then we're going to pull it off the handle. And now we are going to attach that coil back on to the handle. And we're going to coil the coil. So hold it firmly and feed it around the handle. And you'll see it magically makes this really funky coiled coil. So just go right to the end, remove it. You can clip the ends. So there you have two coils that are the same length. And now we're going to take a 2 to 3 inch piece of 20 or 18 gauge wire, make a little centered loop at the bottom, and then we're going to feed the coiled coil onto that wire. From there, we're going to clip the end to 3/8 to 1/2 inch. Get our bail making pliers, hold it firmly, bend the wire back and around to form a loop at the top. Then we'll get our homemade earring hooks. I'll link up a tutorial below this video. And we have our super cool coiled coil earrings. And then now, if you want, as an option, you can open up the coil to make it a little bit more open. Just gives it a different look. Adjust it so they're even. And then we're going to clip it in half with our flush cutters. And then from there, we're just going to take one of the little loops and center it so we can feed that wire through that centered loop. It'll hold it more centered. And then we're going to clip it again to 3/8 to 1/2 inch and make our centered loop at the top. You can even try this with beads inside the coil. So there's our earrings. And now we are going to make another coil with the red 22 gauge wire. So what I'm doing for this one is I'm making about 3/4 of an inch of a tight coil. So we're just going to make this as long as we want. And then I'm going to coil the wire back onto that coil, just working backwards. So it makes a little line around the coil. It's just a really cool look. And they're quite small. They're nice, delicate earrings. So once we've done that, we'll remove it, clip the wire, pinch in the end, and then we're going to clip the other wire to make a loop at the top with our bail making pliers. So there they are, super cute, and here are all the earrings that we made in this tutorial.
So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.